Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little unboxing to do with you. I did take this little goodie out of the original exterior packaging just so that you wouldn't have to wait for me to go and do all of that. But this is my very first time ordering from the Louis Vuitton website. Up until now I had only purchased from the boutiques, so it was fun to see how the packaging looked when it arrived. Even the outside kind of cardboard packaging had the Louis Vuitton imprinted, so that was really cute. And then I opened it up like so, and then of course you have the classic orange and blue color combo packaging, which, by the way, the orange and blue color combo does not go over well with my husband, because for those of you who are into baseball, you will know that the orange and blue represent the Mets baseball team colors, and he is a die-hard Yankees fan, so he would have been much happier if it was navy blue and white color packaging. But anyway, that's tough on him. So this is a cute little goodie that I had been eyeing for a while now, and if you watched some of my previous videos, you would have heard me talk about seeing this little goodie in the boutiques and just checking it out and being a little disappointed with the quality. So this was me just taking a leap of faith, ordering it online because it's usually sold out, and when I saw that it was available, I just jumped and ordered it. It was on Valentine's Day that I ordered it for myself, so I was like, oh, it's just a small little treat for myself. Not that it's small, still, it's an SLG, and even the SLGs are pricey for Louis Vuitton, but it's not as expensive as a larger SLG. You can see it's small, and it's, of course, not nearly as expensive as, let's say, the handbags. So that's what I mean by, small little goodie. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, and I'm really, really hoping that this is a made in France one, because that's what I was just hunting for. Here it is. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys know I love the damier bin. I have this print in my mini pochette, and I love it so much. I just feel like it's very simple and classic, and I wanted the key clay for obviously my keys. I wanted something to store my keys in. Yeah, it has the beautiful gold hardware and this hook here, and then I can just once I have my keys on here, and I don't have a lot of keys because I don't drive, I don't have a car. Living in the city, I walk and taxi and subway most of the time, so just a few keys for my home and my mailbox, and then I would plop them in there. And let me just see if the zipper, oh, okay, so the zipper is fairly smooth except for at the beginning here, and this is something that I saw at the boutique, so I had looked at 2 or 3 at the time, and one for sure had this zipper, funky zipper thing going on, and I feel like the zippers really just need to be more buttery. And then another one I looked at, the stitching was off, so I want to check out the stitching real quick here with you guys. So it looks good so far, but oh, wait a minute. Okay, so when I open it up, you see how you can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are little holes, like tiny little gaps in between the stitching at the very bottom of the key clay. And this is exactly what I noticed at the boutique. And from this side you can't see anything, but from the inside out you can definitely see that there are spaces, and I expected the stitching to be a little bit more neat, more tight, I guess, more snug, so that there's no space here. Now, I have been told that this is normal, but I have also been told by others that this is not normal and that the quality has changed. And for those of you who own older key clays from years ago, may want to go back and check, because from friends that I know who have this from a couple years back, few years back, they tell me that they have absolutely no spacing, no gaps in their stitching whatsoever. When I asked my SA at Louis Vuitton about this a few months back, when she showed me 2 or 3 of these, I said, you know, what's going on with the zipper and what's going on with the gaps in the stitching. And, you know, she's wonderful. She never sugarcoats anything. She's always polite, but very honest with me. And she said, these are all now made in USA and the quality is definitely different. And she just kind of shrugged her shoulders and obviously didn't pressure me to buy at that time, and told me, you know, if I needed to wait on it or maybe see if I can get my hands on a made in France one, then might want to do that. So this is not a must-have item for me. I keep my keys in a little pouch, which I'll show you in a minute. So I am fine, but I did want this. So I'm a little conflicted about the stitching and also about, oh, the zipper feels better now. So it's a little bit, it depends on how I pull the zipper, I guess. So I'm going to check. So I don't think the key clays actually say where they're made from. No, it just says Louis Vuitton, Paris. So I will have to check the little paperwork. Okay, yep, so it says made in USA of imported materials. So I don't know what that's referring to in terms of imported materials. Maybe they come from Asia or somewhere else, but made in USA. I have nothing personally against made in USA items, obviously. I live in the USA. I was born and raised in the USA. I'm a US citizen. I obviously support businesses in the US, so it's nothing like that. But I think when it comes to quality, especially for brands like Louis Vuitton and Chanel and the other high-end designers, I feel like there's a lot of history behind their brands, and then with that goes a lot of training around the craftsmanship and the quality. And I don't know that the, I guess the employees or the workers that are hired in the US have as much in-depth training or experience. And so maybe that's why some of the products are a little bit different. I'm sure there are plenty of products out there from Louis Vuitton that are made in USA that are beautifully done with no issues. But with the key clay, I don't know. I just find that I've never seen one that I felt was like really, really, really well done. And it's a tiny piece, so maybe it's hard to get right. But I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'd appreciate your comments down below, whether or not you would keep this or return it. I did take a leap of faith ordering from the website because it's very hard to tell. Well, it's impossible to tell where it's going to be made from. A lot of times the items will say made in Italy, France, or Spain. So it's kind of like you get what you get and you don't really know. But this would be my first Louis Vuitton item that is not made in France, so I don't know. I mean, it's super, super cute. It's super functional, but I'll show you. So you guys know my beloved Pochette Métis that I bought about 6 months ago. I did a review and also a 6-month wear and tear update, and I also included some tips on how I store the bag just recently. So if you missed that, feel free to go back and check that out. I also purchased the coin purse where I store my earbuds back last year around Christmas time. So this is the Christmas animation from 2019. Super cute, super colorful, really just cheerful. I love this little thing, and it's really functional for me because I don't use the Apple AirPods. I still use the old school ones with the wires, so I don't like it getting tangled up with my other stuff. And it has the beautiful blue on the inside, and as you can see, it's made in France. So I have some sunglasses from Louis Vuitton as well, made in France, which I don't have in front of me, so I can't show you. But my Pochette Métis is made in France, and it's silly that I feel like I'm kind of pointing out each item made in France, but I do enjoy the fact that these are made in France. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, right here. Oh, there it is. Kind of can't really see with the sunlight coming through, but there it is. Made in France right there. I love my mini pochette. It goes with me everywhere. It's such a goodie. I don't know. I didn't really see the merit in this until I got it, and now I feel like I get why everyone talks about this thing. So I do love the Damier Ebene print, as you can tell, and I thought it would be really cute to have this in the key clay, but I just don't know. I also would have liked for the interior to be red, the matching red like the mini pochette. Now I'm just being super picky. But I guess once you see one little flaw in an item, then you start to kind of, I don't know, for me it starts to just unravel. Look at that. It's such a beautiful pop of cherry red in there. It just makes me smile every time I go in there. And the same with the coin purse, at least for the Christmas animation one and the monogram. It has that pop of really, really beautiful bright blue. And those are the little details I think that make a customer just smile and make us willing to spend just a little bit extra to get these items, because these are not cheap items. I mean, I could literally put my earbuds in a Ziploc bag. I don't need to buy this, and I don't need any, none of us need any of this, right? It's just we like it and we enjoy it. So I do appreciate when the brands go out of their way to just add little details that add just more fun, and the enjoyability factor goes up. So with this one, like I was saying, I would love for this to have had the pop of red, but no, you know, I knew it was going to be like this. I'm conflicted, and usually when I'm conflicted, it's best for me to return the item, because I oftentimes wind up feeling buyer's remorse when I don't do that. So for now, my keys are in this little like microfiber pouch. I bought my daughter a cute little necklace from J. Crew, and it came with this pouch. So I literally just, it's nice and soft. It kind of feels like the interior microfiber of the Pochette Matisse, and it fits nicely, as you can tell. My keys are not substantial. I don't have a lot. I do have a lot of things hanging on my keys, like my membership little tags and rewards tags and library card tag and things like that. But look how small it is if I roll it up. So it could really fit in any bag, even the tiniest of mini bags. And I was feeling like this was getting a little bit worn, because it is this sort of cream color and it gets knocked around in my bag. But then when I ordered the Chanel little items for my recent giveaway, by the way, congratulations to Regina, who won the Chanel double-sided mirror. It is going to be mailed out to her tomorrow, so I'm really excited for her to receive that and really enjoy it. But when I did purchase those giveaway items from Chanel, I was also given the opportunity to pick samples from the Chanel website, and the samples came in a really cute little pouch, pretty much identical to the size of this pouch, but it's all black. It has a drawstring, and it has Chanel in black, so it's like black on black, really discreet and super cute, and it's kind of like this nylon-y waterproof material. So now I'm starting to feel like once I'm done using this pouch, and it still has a little bit of life in it, quite a bit of life left in it, so I can just use it up, and then when it's ready to be changed out, then I can use the Chanel pouch, and I guess I don't really need this one then. So I'm not a fan of buying things for the sake of buying things, or owning things just for the sake of saying I own them. I really want it to be functional and practical and usable for my life. So because I now have this new idea for my key pouch, and this is not made in France, and the stitching is kind of bothering me. I don't know, again, is the stitching normal? I've heard both sides, people saying that's perfectly normal, and then others saying, wow, why is it like that? That's so strange. Do you see, guys? How you can see through, and you can see the orange on the Louis Vuitton box behind it. And it's not like my essay explained to me like, oh, they make it differently now so that it's more pliable or it's more flexible, or don't worry, the stitching is just as secure, or anything like that. Like I said, she was kind of, you know, not embarrassed, but she's just like, look, these are not made in France anymore, and the quality is different. They're coming out of US, and they're just coming out of a different factory. So I took that as kind of like a hint, you know, only really buy it if you absolutely love it. And that's what I love about my essay, because she never pressures me, and she's super patient. And I have left an item there 3, 4, 5 times and gone back to finally then say either, yes, I want it, This is a prime example. Or no, I changed my mind and it's actually not the item for me. And she never pressures me. So if you find an essay like that, they are a keeper, because a lot of essays, unfortunately, are just too busy for you, or they are definitely on a mission to just rank up sales and are not as customer friendly when it comes to, you know, really helping you choose what's right for you and not just waste your money. So I am leaning towards returning this, although it's painful to say that, because now holding it in my hands, I think it's so cute, and I feel like it's also multi-purpose, because yes, I can put my keys on it, but it's actually a good size to even plop in some bills and coins and my credit cards, and I can just be on the go really easily with this. But no, and I have to say the canvas feels not necessarily thicker, but definitely stiffer. So when I compare it to my mini pochette, it's, oh yeah, actually, this is definitely thicker. So the key clay that's made in USA has much thicker canvas, less pliable. This one is definitely thinner. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in terms of durability, but obviously we all know that Louis Vuitton's canvas in general is known to be super durable and will last for years. It's like a workhorse. But this is really pliable and easy to kind of manipulate, and whether I stuff it or I keep it half empty, it still looks good. Now let's see here, my coin purse. Okay, so the coin purse canvas definitely feels a little bit thicker than the mini pochette, maybe because it's smaller, it's a smaller surface area, and it's got, you know, double printing on it. I don't know the reasoning, but I love this thing. It's fine. This definitely is noticeably more stiff and rigid, and I have recently heard that the pochette Matisses that come out from, you know, USA have thicker and more stiff canvas, and a fellow IGer reached out to me just kind of concerned because she got a brand new pochette Matisse from the boutique on Valentine's Day, and her hubby was nice enough to go and pick it up for her in the city and all of that. So she was so thrilled, because it sounded like she had waited quite a while, just like I had waited quite a while. But she showed me some pics and videos and was commenting about how thick and rigid the canvas was, and also the strap here was definitely very stiff compared to mine, where I can just kind of move it around and curl it and flatten it out and all of that. So, you know, my advice to her was, if it doesn't bother you and you love it and you love the look of it and it's still functional for you, then keep it, because it's something she had been eyeing for so long. But obviously, if it bothers her quite a bit that it's going to, you know, if it's going to nag at her every time she picks up the bag, then obviously, you know, it may not be worth keeping in the long run, because it's, you know, it's a lot of money to spend on something you're not 100% happy with. So I'm probably going to take my own advice, and while I think this is super cute and I've wanted this, I don't think I absolutely need it, and because I'm not happy with the fact that the stitching is definitely a little off in my opinion, and I apologize, the sirens in the background are coming through. And I don't know, now that I have multiple items from Made in France, I think I want to stick to that and just be a little bit stubborn or patient or more disciplined, I guess, because again, it's not like I need any of these items. They're all luxuries, and so if I'm going to spend my money on it, might as well get what I really want. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to return this little bad boy, which stinks because I was so excited for it. But I guess if there's anyone out there who has been eyeing this for a long time but has never been able to get their hands on it, I know there are a lot of you out there who said they wanted this, but it's always sold out on the website, and you're not close enough to a boutique to, you know, go hunt it down. You don't have an essay that you have a relationship with or what have you. If that's the case and you really want this, then just let me know in the comments below if you're serious, because if you're willing to pay for this, retail price plus the tax that I paid here in New York City. Maybe if you're in New York, I can meet you and hand it to you if you're willing to buy it from me. But if you're somewhere else, then we'd have to figure out, shipping. But if this is an item that's really hard for you to get your hands on and you really want it, and none of this bothers you, that, it's made in USA and that there are those little tiny gaps in the stitching. Like I said, I don't know if that's normal or not. It could just be my OCD. I do have a tendency to just nitpick things, as you guys know. And then once I'm happy, I'm happy. Like I'm 100% happy and then it's over. Like there's no more nitpicking after that. But in the beginning, I will nitpick things to make sure that I'm 100% satisfied. So if you're fine with the condition of this, it is beautiful. And obviously you saw me unbox it. It's brand new. If you want to purchase it, let me know and I will figure out a way to get it to you. We'll try to figure out the details. If not, then I am going to return it back to Louis Vuitton, and it's a 30-day return policy. So I'd want to know within the next 10 days or so if I am selling it to one of you guys or returning it, just so that I can stay within that window. But I do hope that this video was enjoyable. I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to join because it's a lot of fun and everyone here is super nice and we have a good time. So I guess till next time, thanks so much. Bye-bye.